Looking at those pre-race interviews on the warm-up lap, we had a bit of action out on the track. We're going to replay it for you now. Look at Bevan Carrick, stands on the gas and goes straight into the wall. This happened a few moments ago. Daniel Gaunch joining us in commentary. How do you see this one?
I think it's a classic case of cold tyres and getting a few nerves maybe.
Well, he's going to be out of this one. Substantial damage to the car. We are ready to go for race 2. Who is it going to be? Gilmore, or is it Dyke down to turn 1 for the first time? You're on board with Marcus Marshall. What a great shot. Oh, problems for Heath Eustace. He's being pushed off the circuit. Gilmore leads.
And Dyke got a big lose out of that one.
And Pappas.
Oh, huge. Oh, Dyke will be so disappointed, but he's fighting back up in the second spot already. Down the inside. Cold tyres. Can he make this stick?
Reindler down the inside of Karate picks up third. A great steer. Daniel Pappas behind him. Then this man, Marcus Marshall. You're on board with him right now.
Oh, Reindler, Karate, Pappas and Marshall. What an intense start for those 4 cars.
And it still is intense at the pointy end of the field. This is what it's like as they make their way onto the long sweeping straight. You're on board with Michael Navy Box, the new driver in the series, in the trophy class in 2004, racing very well this weekend too.
Look at the leader there, Gilmore. Then we go back to Dyke. And, oh, gee, these cars, cold tyres, are pushing through that sweeper like you wouldn't believe. Oh, very brave.
Pappas having a bit of a look down the inside as we watch Karl Reindler make his way down through Exide turn, and problems in the background.
Oh, gee, airborne, all 4 wheels off the ground, guys.
Well, a big move there. Let's check it out on replay.
You don't want to be doing that too often to a Formula 3 car. They won't last the whole race if you're hard on them like that.
Pappas gets the car airborne. Gilmore leading the way, which is a good result after being psychologically demoralised, if you like, by Ian Dyke yesterday out on the circuit.
Well, I don't think he'll be too worried about the lap records that Ian set yesterday, but I think he's just going to pin his ears back and go for it.
Well, this is a man who's going for it at the moment. You're on board with Marcus Marshall, understeer under brakes as he heads up to East Terrace. You could see him working so hard behind the wheel, Wayne Russell.
Yeah, you saw it turn in and then instantly had to turn to the outside. You went from understeer to oversteer, but look at this, on full lock almost, trying to get this car around the corner. But look at the onboard shots. Look at the back step out under brakes. And it just fractionally steps out and you see him correcting it every time.
Well, as you said, these are real race cars. You know that you're in a real race car here. And so, look at this. This is the battle for the race lead. Gilmore in front, but Ian Dyke, he is throwing down the challenge. Looks down the inside as they come up to the tight right-hander and goes through.
Oh, how big was Dyke under brakes? But Gilmore's fighting back. They're now side by side. Oh, Gilmore's going to have to pull back in.
Look for Reindler to come through here. I think he's got a lot of car speed and
he's sitting there waiting to pounce, isn't he, Daniel? He's sitting there waiting for this door to open. One of these two to make a mistake, and the Team BRM entry guy will be straight through.
Oh, look at Dyke. I mean, Dyke has already pulled out about 2 or 3 car lengths in that very short space of time. Marcus Marshall back on board with him. Karate in front. Marcus Marshall got a nice run down the straight. He's going down the inside. Gee, this is going to be a brave move, Grant Boyden.
Well, he's not far enough up alongside to try and make it stick. You can see he backed out of it, and Aaron Karate just a little bit loose as he goes down through the S's. Back on board with Marcus Marshall as they head up towards the top of East Terrace. Hard on the brakes. And, he's around. Karate's around, and he's clipped the back of Marcus Marshall, I dare say.
Oh, no. He'll be filthy. I think it was just too late under brakes and spun it around.
Well, Marshall's still got the engine going. He should be able to get back out onto the track, and, well, no, he's not. Well, yeah, major suspension damage. And David Borg has gone in as well.
I think what it looks like here is Aaron Karate's car hits the deck, and the car goes light under brakes, and Marcus Marshall's just the innocent party there.
Well, there he is, Aaron Karate, stepping out of the car, checking to see if David Borg's all right. The smiley face on the top of his helmet won't be the same smiley face that he's got. There's Marcus Marshall walking away. He's had a tough weekend. Safety car is about to pull off the track. We're about ready to go for take 2 of race 2. Ian Dyke, your race leader. Chris Gilmore in second spot. Karl Reindler in third. You're on board. Michael Navy Box's car at the moment, racing in the trophy class. Safety car in and back under racing in a big spin coming onto the start-finish straight. And I think he kept it off the wall.
What a great passing manoeuvre going backwards, I might add. But he kept it off the wall. That's amazing. Here's a replay.
Daniel Pappas just standing on the gas, cold tyres, loops it round. Just misses the wall by the narrowest of margins. And look at the distance Ian Dyke's already made. But Karl Reindler down the inside of Gilmore. 4-second spot. Can he do it?
Sweeper side by side. That was brave. That was so brave by both cars. But Reindler carried the speed through and got there.
Reindler's never suffered from lack of bravery. and came to the track this morning and looked very intense. Wants to go back out there and prove that he can do the speeds. Now Gilmore's starting to come under a bit of pressure for third spot as well.
And I'm looking back at also Reindler now. He's pulled out about 3 or 4 car lengths already.
And catching Dyke. He's catching Dyke, yes.
Well, let's see what Dyke can do. Can he hold off under the pressure? He was equal to it in the first race, but Karl Reindler, he's made up an absolute mile of ground. John Pettit out there too, coming onto the start-finish straight. Continuing to circulate, putting quick lap times as well.
Oh, what a great effort by Dyke, and then you go to Reindler. I can't believe how quick Reindler is at the moment. He's made up an enormous amount of ground.
This is going to be a good battle in a minute.
Fastest lap of the race, a 1:24.6, set by Chris Gilmore. Not quite as fast as yesterday's new lap record, which is down in the 1:19.49s, but still a very respectable time around a very demanding street circuit. A bit colder here today too. There's a bit of a breeze blowing across the track, keeping the temperatures down.
Yeah, there certainly is. I mean, we're looking at Peter Hackett there on screen. He's made up a fair bit of ground as well and managed to fight his way back through.
Oh, look at this Reindler now, right up under the rear wing and in the slipstream. Pulls to the inside and looks like he's going to go through to take the lead. Dyke has to bow out of it. Now tucks himself right in behind our new race leader, Karl Reindler.
Oh, what a great move. Look at this, down the straight, moves the inside, and he just can't respond. Dyke cannot respond to it. Deep under brakes. Reindler moves back over to get a little bit of line, turns it in, and absolutely perfect.
There's Gilmore in third, and John Pettit's made up a mile of ground on him too. Oh, very loose, and Reindler's just run a little bit wide. That allows Dyke up the outside. They are side by side, but Reindler's got the best run into the final turn, and Dyke tries to do it the hard way, can't find a way through. What a great climax to the final race of the day for Formula 3, and it's Reindler that takes the win. Karl Reindler takes out the win in race 2 over Ian Dyke.
And then we go back, of course, to Gilmore and Pettit, and I think Pappas after that, but what a fantastic race. Reindler, what a race for him.
Let's confirm the results for you. Karl Reindler with the win over Ian Dyke, Chris Gilmore, John Pettit, Daniel Pappas, Craig Rundle first of trophy class in 6th, Michael Navy-Box and Bill Maddox.
Yeah, I was really happy with it. First win in the category. Hopefully next round we can come off with a round win.